And welcome, DDS Squad Pod. I am your host, Len Beebe, a.k.a. the Enforcer Len Anderson, a.k.a. me. Just here. A little hot on the mic there, but just me. And it's been a minute. It's been a minute and a half. More like 2 months. Almost 3. Kind of odd. Haven't doing podcasts in a while and, haven't had the passion really to open the mic and talk about what's going on in the world of pro wrestling, independent pro wrestling, beyond wrestling, some of the other promotions that evolve, some of the other promotions that we've been fans of for a while and visited and enjoyed watching along the way. The point of this show here today is to get my feet wet again, to get back into the water and push myself to get back into doing something I was really enjoying doing, and people were enjoying listening to, and people were watching on YouTube and following along with us. It's been a little while. I've done a little bit of redecorating. If you watched the last show, the ring's not up anymore. The belts have been moved. The belts are across the room. I don't know. I've felt if I'm being honest, I've felt a disconnect with wrestling over the last few months. Not that I haven't enjoyed what I've watched. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of hard to pinpoint, kind of hard to put my finger on, and kind of hard to kind of like find a falling off spot of, when it wasn't pushing me to record, if that makes sense. If you guys understand where I'm coming from, I don't know. If you do, hey, hit me up in the comments or on Twitter and let me know, that you've been there and you understand the feeling that, it's like, hey, wrestling, I don't want to do this right now, or it's on again. I'm gonna see what else is on, that type of thing. Beyond hasn't done that. I haven't felt that way with Beyond. Thursday nights were an adjustment. I was a season ticket holder this season, and I went to 3 shows. I spent the $100 for the season ticket, and only went to 3 shows. Mostly because, schedules get in the way, and, kids' lives, and, it's easy to blame it on the kids and chasing the kids around and all that stuff. But I don't know. Part of it being, working a lot of hours at work and, then wanting to go to Beyond, but, putting a 10-hour day in at work and then hopping in the car and driving an hour and 15 to get to the show that was 2 hours, and you're driving now an hour and a half for a 2-hour show when you can just as easily watch on your couch with IWTV.live, which is a fantastic $10 a month you could spend. Those guys are doing a great job, and they're always increasing to their cataloging, adding so much entertaining pro wrestling that's out there. But that's not my point today. My point is, hey, I'm back. I'm trying to get back into doing this. I'm still watching. Beyond, Conrad and I went to the Beyond show up at Foxborough and had an amazing time. The one thing that I don't know if anybody took away from the podcast over the months, over the year. If you don't go to a Beyond show live, you got to do it. Beyond feels different when you're there live. Wrestling is always different when you're there live, but Beyond has a special feeling. Beyond, I don't know. It's hard to, again, I'm lost for the words tonight. I'm stumbling. I'm stammering. I'm being, just being real. I'm not putting on an affect. Well, hey, welcome back. Anything like that. And welcome. A guy who used to be involved with Beyond, John Sepulveda, used to say that he used to do the and welcome walking around the house, him and his girlfriend, which it's cool. But that's not what I'm putting on tonight. I'm not putting on the and welcome. It was there at the open, but I mean, I get to a level with that where it's, I'm excited about what I'm talking about. And as much as I love Beyond, and Beyond has put on a lot of hell of good shows over the last few months, nothing really compelled me to get behind the camera, get behind the microphone again and talk to you guys and just be like, hey, let me share this with you so you can go out and watch it yourself and express my love for Beyond Wrestling. I don't know if it can be traced back to kind of the whole Pawtucket thing where, there I was kind of inside and starting to build a relationship with this guy as a friend and, learn a little bit about the business and maybe get my feet wet a little bit to maybe do something in the business eventually. That's always been a goal of mine. But maybe if I'm trying to pinpoint where things kind of fell off from me, maybe that when the rug got pulled out from me, I never really knew the guy. So I shouldn't have been so surprised when shit fell apart, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know if it's that, but I'm back. Screw all that noise. The DDS squad is back. Dude, shit squad in the place to be. Man, I'm telling you, this is going to be another good year. Okay? Let's start this off right. Let's talk wrestling. Let's forget all that noise where it's tough to get back into or tough to get to a show. If I don't go to a show live, there's always a way to watch it on IWTV. Beyond is my home. And going back to my point about Beyond and going to a show live, going to the show in Foxborough with Conrad, it's like old home week. If it's like a reunion, where if you hadn't seen guys in a few months, Rich Palladino, who has become a friend of mine through this, has always been, hey, how you been? What's going on? How's the family? That type of thing. And that feels cool. That it really feels cool, when you get to make your friends out of this, and it's old home week, and you get to reconnect and visit at these shows. And that's what I think is one of the things that makes Beyond special is that. So Beyond Wrestling, I'll be at Beyond Wrestling March 1st in Melrose, Massachusetts, where it all started for the DDS squad. We pretty much, Melrose, Massachusetts and Beyond Wrestling is where we kind of connected. The squad, of course, we're cousins. We've grown up together. We're family. But I mean, like, Melrose has kind of got a special spot for us because that's where we went to our first Beyond show, and Evolve. So to be there March 1st, following this last Foxborough show, which the Foxborough show, guys, come on, you gotta admit that was a lot of fun. That was a good show. The environment was great. My only kind of critique would have been, I kind of felt like the Briggs match at the end kind of lost the crowd for a little bit because it was more of a hoss fight and the show was so up tempo the whole time. And side note, Orange Cassidy is a fucking star in this business with a capital F and a capital S. And so was Chris Statlander, and the crowd just went nuts for those two. That building felt great. That building, I know I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. That building felt great. It felt like Aurora, if anybody had gone to Aurora. So it was a great time. So Beyond Wrestling March 1st is this weird Beyond Championship Wrestling. They're shooting a pilot. They're having a tournament for a title. And then it's like the tournament for the title isn't like your normal Beyond guys. They look like TV ready guys. Josh Briggs, Mike Verna, I believe, is in it. I honestly couldn't tell you who the rest of the show is. Denver, Colorado's in a match. This guy right here. He's wrestling. Oh, not with that or the belt, but this guy right here. He's wrestling. Screw it. So, anytime DC the God's going to be in the ring. The DDS squad will make sure they are there. So I'm looking forward to it, even though it's kind of clunky and kind of like, I don't know, kind of feels a little gimmicky. But I think it's building to something. I think it's building to something over WrestleMania weekend, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's pure speculation. But this is just a kind of primer saying, hey, I'm back. DDS Squad is back. We've been doing some dope shit over the last few months, raising our families, taking our kids to some cool shit. And doing, dope shit, because that's what we do. We haven't been sharing the wrestling side of it, or sharing a lot of it with you guys. And that's going to change. So this is me coming back and saying, March 1st, expect the podcast. March 2nd, not March 1st. I will be at the show March 1st. Maybe I'll try to do something. You know what? I'll try to do something live, because it sounds like we may even have a fifth member of the squad in the house for Melrose, Massachusetts. So fingers crossed that works out. And I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's into wrestling. I hope everybody enjoyed Wrestle Kingdom. Wrestle Kingdom was phenomenal. Royal Rumble, my God, Royal Rumble, huh? That match was fucking great. The Rumble match itself was great. Brock tearing through everybody, and then just them building McIntyre, Drew McIntyre. It's just it's been a great build, and I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. So we're talking March 1st, Melrose, Massachusetts, Beyond Wrestling. Get your tickets now, and get your tickets for Evolve. Do the doubleheader. Go up there. If you've never been and you're in the New England area, Melrose, Massachusetts is a quaint little strip, little town, like with some shops and stuff, and you got the Memorial Hall. You can get your tickets at lookmonofans.com or beyondwrestling.com. Get your tickets and go and check the show out, because it seems clunky, it seems gimmicky, it seems kind of weird and oddly not Beyond, but it's intriguing. And anytime you can put Denver, Colorado in his first match, okay, take my money, because I need to be there for that, because hashtag DC the God will do whatever it takes to maintain control of Beyond Wrestling, and that's what this match is for. I don't have the whole card in front of me, or what's been announced. There's going to be a GM. They're shooting a pilot. I have no idea. Guys, oh my God, I haven't watched Evolve. I haven't watched Evolve in months. I have no idea what's going on in Evolve. Reach out, hit us up in the comments on Twitter, whatever. Tell me what I'm missing. Tell me what I need to know. Give me a primer to get back into Evolve, because I'm going to the Evolve show and I need to know what's going on. Like, I know Josh Briggs is the champ. I think Josh Briggs is the champ. Is Josh Briggs still the champ? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So help me out here. I'll do my research also, because I'm going to the show. I'm not missing the show. So, I'll be a little bit more informed about what's going on, but I'm excited. So that's why I'm here. I started this podcast off kind of like, I wasn't really into wrestling, lost my passion, but I'm excited. I'm excited for what's coming up. I'm excited for WrestleMania weekend. DDS Squad not going to Tampa this year. It was talked about, but I'm going to Disney not too long after that, and it's just it's not going to work out this year. Next year, though, okay? Next year in LA, Ryan, Jamie, Conrad, if you guys are listening, Brian, if you're listening, which I hope you are. This is 15 minutes. I'm trying to, just reacclimate myself and give you a 20-minute quick podcast, and welcome everybody back, and tell everybody I missed you, and tell everybody that I'm here, and podcasts will be more regular after this. But WrestleMania next year, think about it. Disneyland. Yeah, no, LA. I'm thinking that might be our trip next year. But this year, Let me give you guys a little bit quick rundown. I got another 5 minutes to shoot the shit here with you. Melrose, Massachusetts, March 1st. I can't emphasize that enough. Buy your tickets. Come to Beyond. We are going to be in section D1 for Beyond. We like that left side of the ring up a little bit on the auditorium. That's where we like to sit. That's where we always are. But D1 and D2 are the sides. I don't know if they're doing seating on the stage this time or not. But D1 on the left is where we're going to be. I believe that's D1. And we'll probably be in that same area for Evolve too. And the last time we were in Melrose was, I think we were just talking about this in my kid's soccer game. We were talking that the last time we were at Melrose was for Evolve in Progress. So we like going to Melrose. It's a little bit of a drive for us. It's probably 2 hours, roughly. But we like it. So March 1st, get your tickets. Come on out. Show up. Sit around us. Let's have some fun. Let's shoot the shit. Let's really get into this and have a good time. And then from there, we've got we're doing WrestleMania weekend from here, home base. So maybe we'll try to do some live stuff. Maybe we'll try to do some different stuff to kind of like peak some viewership and try to get some people back into it. And try to rebuild the brand because, after being dormant for a couple months, I don't know if anybody still cares about us anymore. So we'll have some podcasts coming. We don't have an itinerary yet or any plans. I think I started taking some notes and writing some stuff down for WrestleMania week as to what we're going to be watching. But we're going to watch a shit ton of wrestling. We're going to have a couple TVs going, 4 or 5 TVs, I think, with different shows going all at the same time. And so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. And then after that, there's a possibility of us doing something SummerSlam weekend. We're trying to wait to see Uncharted Territory Season 3. We're trying to hear what's going to happen with that. We're waiting, so it's a waiting game at this point. But this summer could be some cool shit too. Some dope shit, because that's what we do. We do the dope shit. And March 1st, Melrose, Massachusetts, the Do Dope Shit Squad is coming. We're going to Beyond Wrestling. We're going to Evolve Wrestling. And we're going to do dope shit. And we hope you guys come out. We hope everybody comes to the Beyond show. We hope we can move some tickets for them. We can get some people interested. If you can't make it to Beyond, sign up for independentwrestling.tv, iwtv.live. Use the promo code BEYOND. I'm not sure how many free days you get. It used to be 20. I think they cut that back. But you can definitely get a free trial by using that promo code. So, I think that's all I've got for you. We're at the 18-minute mark. This is just me saying, hey, I'm back. Squad's back. And I hope you guys missed us because I missed you. And don't forget, do the dope shit.